Hello, everyone. Good to see you here. Ready for the lesson? Let's go.
Eating together. Rosaline. Really fun. What is the name of the book? What can you see? Who is the author? Read the vocabulary. Number 1, project. Number 2, partner. Number 3, interview. Number 4, interviewee. Number 5, checklist. Number 6, pot. Number 7, hundreds of. Number 8, sound. Number 9, interesting. Number 10, practice. Number 11, food hygiene. Number 12, important. Read the vocabulary again. Number 1, project. Number 2, partner. Number 3, interview. Number 4, interviewee. Number 5, checklist. Number 6, pot. Number 7, hundreds of. Number 8, sound. Number 9, interesting. Number 10, practice. Number 11, food hygiene. Number 12, important. Let's learn together. Partner. Project. I sometimes work with a partner to do a project. An interview. Interviewer. Interviewee. They are interviewing. Checklist. Pot. Hundreds of people. Sound. Interesting.
Let's interview my uncle.
That sounds interesting.
Practice. Food hygiene. Important. We always practice food hygiene. It is very important. New territories. The New Territories is one of the 3 main regions of Hong Kong.
Read the story.
Miss Lai's class is going to do a project. The students must work with a partner and interview a cook. First, you must think of who you can interview, says Miss Lai. Then you must think of some questions to ask your interviewee. Finally, you must make a checklist of your questions. Chuck and Mei Ling are partners. They are talking about their project.
Who can we interview?
Asks Chuck.
I don't know any cooks.
I know,
Says Mei Ling.
we can interview my Uncle Dang in the New Territories. He cooks big pots of food for hundreds of people.
That sounds interesting.
Says Chuck.
Let's think of some questions to ask your Uncle Dang.
Okay,
Says Mei Ling.
how about what kinds of food do you cook?
Good.
Says Chuck. He writes the question down.
How about who helps you cook all the food?
And how do you practice food hygiene?
Ah, yes.
says Chuck.
That's very important.
I am going to ask you some questions. Are you ready? What do the students need to do for the project? Do you know it? The students, they must work with a partner and interview a cook for the project. What is Uncle Dan? Do you know it? Uncle Dan is a cook. What does Uncle Dan cook? Uncle Dan, he cooks big pots of food for hundreds of people. What questions do Mei Ling and Chuck think of? What kinds of food do you cook? Who helps you cook all the food? How do you practice food hygiene? Let's have a revision of the story. After reading the story, we know that Miss Lai's class is going to do a project. The students must work with a partner and interview a cook. Mei Ling and Chuck can interview Uncle Dan in the New Territories. Uncle Dan cooks big pots of food for hundreds of people. Chuck thinks it is interesting to interview Uncle Dan. Mei Ling and Chuck want to ask Uncle Dan about how he practices food hygiene. Well done. Now, do the E-class exercise and study at home. Bye.